Are we born with certain innate ideas, or do we attain knowledge only through experience? So, I was recently reading this book by the English philosopher John Locke, and the book's name was An Essay Concerning Human Understanding. And I came across this idea that I found quite interesting. So, basically, Locke suggests that we are not born with innate ideas, that we do not have certain beliefs or ideologies that we were born into believing. This idea counters some ideas put forth by other philosophers like Plato, Descartes, and Socrates, who believed in the theory of anamnesis and the Platonic doctrine of reminiscence, which basically suggests that our souls are immortal and they are repeatedly incarnated, and that knowledge is in the soul from eternity. But each time that this soul is incarnated, its knowledge is basically forgotten in the trauma of birth. So, according to Socrates and Plato, what one perceives to be learning is basically the recovery of what one has forgotten, and once it has been brought back, it is true belief to be turned into genuine knowledge through understanding. And while these two philosophers supported the idea that we are born possessing all knowledge and our realization of that knowledge is contingent on our discovery of it, Locke basically said no, we are not born with any innate ideas, and that human beings cannot have ideas in their minds of which they are not aware. So that people cannot be said to even possess the most basic principles until they are taught to them or they think them through for themselves. Now, Locke turns to the idea of God. The idea he feels that would have been the likeliest candidate for innateness if and only if innateness was to be true. This idea, however, is clearly not innate since many cultures do not even recognize any God. Now, Locke further supports his argument by implying that because human beings differ greatly in their moral ideas, moral knowledge must not be innate. Because let's assume if certain ideas and beliefs are innate, then how come people's ideas of morality differ? And how come there are no principles in existence that everyone unanimously agrees to? If some ideas are innate, then why have philosophers long tried to define the boundaries and the various components of ethics and metaethics, defining what is wrong and defining what is right, when we should already have all the answers if these ideas are to be innate? Why do we come across lots of people that have moral values that do not match our own, who have such unique and even false in some cases, such unique ideologies regarding concepts that are so firmly and generally believed to be accepted by everyone in the world, like justice and the concept of right and wrong, that it may be thought strange that they should question these things. After Locke establishes that there are no innate ideas that we are born with, he introduces us to his theory of tabula rasa, which translates to a blank slate. I'll get back to this theory in a bit. As we all already might know, our ideas and beliefs are not generally the same. What I might believe to be right, you might believe to be wrong. Even the most basic ideas of right and wrong are argued upon by some people. People do not tend to do what is right, but they tend to do what is right for them. And they do not usually do what is right for them, but what they think is right for them, which might be wrong to another person. And in some cases, some people are not even aware of the ideas of right and wrong themselves. Why is this so? Such disparities stem from people's unique life experiences, exposures to specific kinds of people and societies, and the atmosphere that they were born into and grew up in, and basically everything that's happened to them or around them that shaped them into becoming who they are today. John Locke's theory of tabula rasa, also known as the blank slate, supports this very argument. The theory of tabula rasa refers to the idea that we are born with no innate knowledge and we are neither good nor bad, but we are solely the product of our upbringing and experiences. The way we behave, the way we talk, the way we even think, our thought processes, and the person that we are all determined by our upbringing, the society we grew up in, and whatever we faced in life. That is why we often find ourselves not agreeing with other people's ideologies of right and wrong. Because let's say whatever you believe to be right is only right to you and to your past. It might not, necessarily be right to me or to my past. Anyway, do read an essay concerning human understanding by John Locke, because such books make you question the ideas that you're already aware of. It helps you grow as a person. So, yeah, I guess this is it for the video. I'll see you in the next one.